All right, this will be the last guy that I go over in terms of the best rookie tight ends in the NFL this year. And this was honestly one of my favorite guys to look at in the pre-draft process. Jelani Woods from Virginia. The size, the catch radius, the height, and the athleticism. The the ability to get vertical. I had some plays on film from him in college of him getting vertical against good defenses and making plays downfield. He hasn't been consistent in the NFL in terms of targets and catches, don't get me wrong. But there have been some pretty big moments. He had 2 catches for touchdowns, I believe, against the Chiefs in week 3 when the Colts somehow beat the Chiefs early in the season. And then all of these plays against the Steelers in week 12. I'm only going to show week 12 film just to illustrate how dangerous he is and the way that he impacts the game in this route tree that I'm going to show you, all over the field. All kinds of routes that are out there in this game, somewhat simplified, but at least out-breaking routes, in-breaking routes, and then deep post routes or seams. Late in the second quarter against the Steelers, they're trying to get down and get a field goal. This is a drop. I think this was his second target of the game. And this really kicked things off for him. From here on out, he was pretty much dominant. Very little missteps. Now, there was a fumble on the sideline, but it's because he got touched by a demigod in TJ Watt. I think this one gets him a field goal attempt. Very next play. And the reason why I'm showing you these two that seem like, first of all, a drop, second of all, a very short reception, is they came right back to him. They trust him. Yes, it's very clearly soft coverage by the Steelers. No doubt. But the Colts came right back to him. They trusted him, to make the catch, try to get him in field goal range, which I think they did, and I believe they missed the field goal there. All right, so let's move on to some more plays, maybe down the field or a little bit more consequential. Lined up in the slot on the right to the field side. And look how difficult he is to tackle because of the size. It's almost unfair at times. How big and physical he is, and how much of a problem it is for safeties on first contact to tackle him without him getting at least 2 or 3 yards, after the catch, or after post-contact, I should say. All right, twin slot formation. He's in the slot to the left, down at the bottom side of the screen. And this is an amazing catch. I mean, is there a little bit of a push-off? Maybe. It's against a linebacker, all right? Miles Jack. So maybe right here is a little bit of a push-off. Veteran move for a young guy. Unbelievable catch with the hands. Good throw, obviously. Man-to-man. He's a matchup problem for linebackers. For safeties and some smaller corners or nickel, DBs who might get put on him, he's a matchup problem because of his size. For linebackers, it's the athleticism and the size. They line him up at the X sometimes. Run him underneath, makes tough catches. TJ Watt trying to knock the ball out at all times because he's just that brilliant in pretty much everything he does. And in this case, Jelani Woods is able to protect the football. Had some awareness of what was possible there in terms of somebody trying to knock it out. All right, up top now, singled up against Minkah Fitzpatrick. Again, the backside of trips. You see trips over here. And this goes down as a pass interference, but I show this. He didn't catch it. I show this because, who's guarding him, the catch radius that he has. I think this gives you a great angle view of the catch radius that he's got. It's good coverage by Minkah Fitzpatrick. I mean, is there interference? Yeah, go right ahead. Call it interference. No problem. But it's a challenge play. I like it. And it also, like I said, just shows the catch radius that is there with Jelani Woods. The options you have in terms of where to throw the football. Doesn't complete the play, but gets a DPI. I think they scored 2 plays later. Scored a touchdown. Let me know what you think of Jelani Woods. I mean, you're seeing the film. Maybe you're watching this video for the first time. Maybe you're not a Colts fan. Huge target. I think he played I think he transferred to Virginia as a senior, I believe. Played 1 year there. Not sure why this plays in there twice. My apologies. All right, here's another great catch on an outbreaking route. I showed you the one against Miles Jack earlier, which was man. This one's against zone. And like I said, TJ Watt to the boundary is where you typically get him pass dropping. Catch in traffic, bullies a safety, and then Watt knocks it out. So it's a fumble. It goes down as a fumble, obviously. I just love the route, the ability to find the space. You're getting what's obviously a clear out route here, and then Woods breaking this off to the sideline, running through contact while not really even trying to. It's not like he was even, it doesn't even look like he was really aware that DB was going to be there to challenge, and he's still bullied over top of him. And yeah, it goes down as a fumble because, like I said, he got touched by a demigod. I mean, TJ Watt forces fumbles on everybody, right? Big play up the middle of the field, lined up to the trips now. I had shown you, I think, 3 examples of him lined up as the X backside. In this case, he's lined up to the trips. Do I think Jelani Woods is the best tight end, best rookie tight end in the NFL? No, I do think there's some people who may vote that he is the guy with the most upside. I'm not sure I agree with that. I think he's got to be in the conversation. That's why I included him. There's only 5 guys in the picture for the thumbnail of this video, but I included 6 players in the breakdown because I thought they were just all so talented. For real. Let me know what you think of Jelani Woods. What you think, and again, I'm not including blocks in this. To be real, me personally, the guy who I feel like is the best blocker as a rookie tight end is Daniel Bellinger. Maybe that's the offense he plays in. Maybe it's, how much practice time is dedicated to it. Isaiah Likely is on the other end of the spectrum in terms of how much blocking he's asked to do. He's not asked to do as much in the Ravens offense. Jelani Woods, to me, is a guy who is a hybrid receiver / tight end, big slot. I've seen him block well at times this year. Not saying he cannot, but his catch radius, his ability to run in-breaking, out-breaking, and seam routes, to me, is a huge advantage. Similar to K. Dotton and Greg Dulcich in some ways. A little bit different from some of the other guys. I don't really think you can go wrong if you vote any of these guys as the best rookie tight end. I do these to kind of highlight how rookies are playing, show some of the film, hopefully gain some new followers or new subscribers, people who aren't Ravens fans and don't follow my channel normally. Let me know what you think of my breakdown overall if you watched the entire video. Jelani Woods was the last guy. If I was to vote, I would probably say it's Dulcich or K. Dotton for me personally, even though I really like Isaiah Likely, obviously. And Jake Ferguson and Jelani Woods were 2 of my favorite guys to look at in the pre-draft process in terms of tight ends that I thought the Ravens might get in round 3, 4, or 5. Appreciate you guys' time. Let me know what you think of the video in the comments section. And if you listen this long and you really enjoyed the video, please consider sharing a link on social media to help the video get more reach. Appreciate your time.